God don't like ugly. And Robyn, you is ugly as a motherfucker right about now. Anyway, welcome back, y'all. Happy Tuesday. I know I ain't seen y'all in a few days, but it really ain't been that much tea in the streets. It really hasn't. So today I'm gonna wrap up some of this hot reality TV tea because we got a lot going on. It's been a lot going on in the last few days. So if you're new here, welcome to my channel. Happy Tuesday. We're gonna start by taking our shot, and of course, since it's Tuesday, we're gonna stick to our tequila. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Let's shot it up, and then we're gonna get into Carlos King, Robyn from Real Housewives of Potomac, her and her line ad. If y'all ain't seen my last video with the receipts of Robyn's roommate Juan cheating on her, go and check that out because we're gonna piggyback off that and get into what's really going on with these line ass reality TV girls giving us not the hot tea but some cold tea like Destiny said, and Destiny too. And we're going to get into some Love and Marriage Huntsville tea since we're talking about Carlos King. What's going on with Love and Marriage DC, if y'all watching. And just a little Real Housewives of Atlanta drama. The usual. So take out a shot. Let's get into it. Ooh, child. If you new to this, if you a housewife just trying to get over some shit, just and you new to this shot stuff, make sure y'all wash it down with some water. If y'all drinking, especially if you day drinking, you want to drink plenty of water to cleanse your system. Exactly. Anyway, so let's talk about some stuff. First, let's talk about Love and Marriage Huntsville. What's going on in Love and Marriage Huntsville team? So this ties into exactly what's going on because Carlos King just did a podcast over all of the drama that's going on with the Robyn debacle and her, you know, admitting that Juan cheated on her. Which at this, bravo, y'all owe me some money. Y'all owe me a credit for AT&T Uverse for serving me this fake ass tea when in reality I just gotta go on Patreon and get the real tea. But I digress. So let's talk about Love and Marriage Huntsville first. So apparently, Martell's trying to get Ariane on the show. And for those of y'all who don't know Ariane, that's coleslaw. So Martell, when he was cheating on Mel for 5 or 7 years, he was cheating on her with coleslaw. Just, she the epitome of just, she do get the Side Chick of the Year award. Just sad. Just sad. Anyway, so apparently in the upcoming season, since we all sick of Mel and Martell and their drama, and Martell wants to show his real life so he can develop more of a storyline, which I'm all there, you know, I'm here for that. I think that's what he was trying to do with the other Mel, Melnika, the heavyset married girl that he was allegedly messing with. I think that's what he was trying to do, develop his own storyline with the wine and the kids' books and stuff. It just didn't pan out because Mel dropped the bomb like, you was fucking that bitch. So the other Mel, she was like, abort mission, nigga. I got a family. I can't be caught up in y'all bullshit. So I think that's what Martell is trying to do. So apparently, Martell is trying to bring Coleslaw on the show and his new son, Knox, so he can show off his real life. Like, hey, this is my life after divorcing Mel. And on one hand, I do feel like it's only right that he gets to do that because we see everything about Mel. We know she done glowed up. Mel won a divorce by a landslide. If anybody was going to win this breakup, it was Mel, and she won by a landslide. So I guess Martell trying to get his life together. The only problem is we do not want that dusty, dated bitch Coleslaw on our TV screen. Boy, now you know we don't want to see this home-wrecking bitch on our TV screen. And on top of that, she's just not even likable. She's not even a likable side bitch. You know how some side bitches become the main bitch? We kind of like her, like, oh yeah, she's a da-da-da-da. But she's entertaining, kind of like Larsa Pippen. But you're not her, Pooh. And then the same, remember she used to talk about old bitches all the time? Now old bitch took your man. So if anything, we don't want Coleslaw on the show. We want Sheree. You might as well bring Sheree, cute body, boring ass on the show, and let's just hear what she got to talk about. So anyway, Martell and Carlos King is getting into it because Carlos was like, I don't care what storyline you trying to develop, Martell. You ain't bringing that bitch on my show. The same bitch that was talking shit on social media. Because you know, Co-Star went on a rant, was tagging Oprah. Oprah don't even own network anymore. Talking about Carlos King, child. I wouldn't let that bitch on my show either. Like, y'all gonna have to dethrone me as the executive producer before I let a bitch on my show that was talking about me. Anyway, that's all that's going on in Love and Marriage Huntsville. Except, so we're gonna talk about the Carlos King interview. Well, not the Carlos King interview, but what he said on his podcast today. But when he was on his podcast, he was naming all of his reality TV girls. All the girls from Love and Marriage Huntsville. He was naming Mel, Tisha, Kimmy, the Love and Marriage DC girls. You know who he didn't mention? Destiny angry ass. That bitch was absent upon arrival. Exactly. So is Destiny gonna get fired? Because he was shouting out to her in this commentary that he made today. So let's watch for that. Is Destiny gonna be back? We know she was filming a little bit, but you know how they'll cut your scenes in a heartbeat. You see what happened with Monique on Love and Marriage DC, and I'm sure she filmed some scenes, but they cut this bitch out. Speaking of Love and Marriage DC, are y'all watching it? I think I'm gonna, I started watching it. I'm starting to like Irena more after I seen her go through that stuff with Jamie and Lil Jamie. They was getting ready to fight in the hallway and stuff on the last episode. And I think it's gonna be interesting to see how she navigates through that. And you know, they also, Winter came on there with her messy ass. She pretty, but she messy. But she kind of get a show what it needs. Anyway, so she was saying basically they sent the younger boy with the disability. They sent him up to some boarding school. Somebody else was taking care of it. Winter got to give me more, or she can go tell. Because all you doing is coming back being messy. And then she was sitting in front of Irena's face at the dinner like, no, it was sent to me, and girl, I don't even be doing nothing like that. And then went and started talking shit in another interview she just did a few days ago. I work with a bitch like that. Exactly. Get Winter out of my life already. Joy on there playing nice already, but don't be fooled. Come back to this video too. Joy is gonna turn on y'all and act a bitch like she was on Ready to Love. For everybody who know Joy and Clifton from Ready to Love, Joy was so cute. I liked her. She was da-da-da. Until she got to their reunion, Joy was a total different person. Like, you'll see a total different side of Joy. And it was unwarranted. Like, nobody provoked her. Nobody clowned her. My little nose ring just fell off. That's a sign. Stop being a Jezebel. Anyway, Joy gonna come out the box on us. She may seem nice and cool, and I see a lot of people like, I like Joy. She's so cool. She's so real. Joy is a motherfucking pick-me. And if y'all go back to the Ready to Love season reunion, she was treating those girls wrong and siding with all the other dudes. She is, get Joy the fuck out of my life. I don't like most of the girls, but Joy is a extreme disfavorite. Is disfavorite? I don't know, but she looked like a 10 man to me. You know what I'm saying? She just, I don't like Joy. Fuck her. Anyway, so let's get down to the nitty gritty. So in my last video, I had dropped the receipt from the TikTok dude about Real Housewives of Potomac star Robyn, or Roberto as we like to refer to her. So this young lady basically was like, girl, I've been fucking with Juan since the pandemic. I got that nigga through this coochie got him through COVID. Robyn knew her the hotel receipts. We was eating lobster, steak, and shrimp poolside. So I was like, oh my God, which I already said, this whole Real Housewives of Potomac last season, Giselle and Robyn, the only reason they giving us this throw your husband under the bus tea is because they want to hide from their own tea. Kind of like when Jamal was cheating on Giselle forever. back in season 2, or was it season 3 when she was fucking with Sherman? And then Monique came and blew her spot up. Exactly. So this season, I thought the tea that they was trying to hide was what they said about James Harden on a Reasonably Shady podcast. So they said this man, Ron Harden, the NBA basketball player that make twice as much as they ass do, and they fucking husbands do. Shout out to Juan and Pastor Jamal. So they said that Ron Harden, his beard looked like it smelled like chicken and 40 ounces. Bitch, I thought that they was gonna bring that up on the show. Like, let's talk about this problematic ass podcast where y'all being colorist, basically. Like we already said, y'all was colorist. I don't know why nobody brought up their comments about Ron Harden on their little podcast, but it was swept under the rug. But this was the real tea. So, the receipts dropped about a week or two ago. Look at my last video. And the girl was saying, hey, Juan, you know, I've been fucking around with Juan, like, through COVID. You know, this coochie got him over COVID. So, they just wrapped the reunion of Real Housewives of Potomac. Robyn Dixon then goes on her podcast with Giselle. And they just, yeah, girl, it was sad. She was trying to get famous. Basically, she admitted that she knew about the girl. She was like, yeah, I knew that bitch said she was fucking with my man. She had sent it to a whole bunch of other my friends. Giselle was like, yeah, bitch, she sent it to me too. Okay, we been knew. She was like, bitch, I been knew about that bitch. I knew about this since the beginning of the season. I was waiting for somebody else to drop the tea. Bitch, you are on a reality show. Drop your own tea. We were supposed to know about what was going on in your life anyway. Then she tried to excuse it like, we was going through the pandemic. He was bored, so he started fucking with this bitch. And Giselle just over there snickling and giggling. Yes. Not y'all 100 assholes. Yes, 100. They about 40, pushing 50. Y'all 100 on my TV screen, really trying to validate a man still cheating on y'all. What, for the kids, for the family, for the family? Hey, if they would, we've been saying they trash. We've been saying they need to go, but this was the ultimate. And then she was like, if y'all want the real tea, subscribe to my Patreon. Give me my $5.99 and then I'll tell y'all the true tea. Bitch, that's what we pay for a subscription to Bravo for. And look at y'all every Sunday so we can find out the real tea. Meanwhile, y'all trying to y'all done threw Candace and Chris under the bus. Last year, y'all threw Wendy and Wendy and Eddie under the bus. The years before that, which Ray and Karen, even this year, y'all brung Sharice over to do Ray and Karen. Meanwhile, and this was the killer part, Chris said today, Ashley knew, Giselle knew, all of these hoes knew at the beginning of the season. So y'all hoes knew about this, and yes, y'all are some hoes. Y'all are not females at this point. Y'all some hoes. So basically, y'all some pretty hoes. I mean, y'all pretty hoes. Y'all knew about this at the beginning of the season, but commenced to telling lies about somebody else's husband who ain't even did shit. Juan is the one who guilty. We know this nigga is guilty as charged. But somebody who not... We don't need to go through it, y'all. We just know that Robyn is a lying ass bitch. And she been lying for a long time. Catch this. Remember back when she was depressed and Juan was in the room, he was like, you lazy. During the pandemic, he was like, she lazy. She don't get out the bed. She barely want to do some shit with the kids. He was like, it's unattractive. And Giselle was like, bitch, get up. Do something. Your nigga just said you not attractive. So she was like, no, it's just the stress. No, you stressed out because Juan is stretching some pussy out. That's why you're really stressed, Pooh. You're stressed because you seen that credit card bill like Doubletree Hotel. Yes, baby. One thing I hate more than a messy ass lying bitch is a messy, lying-ass, gaslighting bitch. You did all of that shit in Wendy's face this year. Meanwhile, you're just mad because your husband is cheating on you, been cheating on you since the pandemic. And I heard that the girl that Karen was talking about, you know, Karen in the last episode, she was like, girl, he been cheating on this other girl. He been cheating on you with this other child. I heard that was a whole different girl. That's his current girlfriend. I mean, if Robyn knew about that, Juan don't give a fuck. Juan don't give a fuck. He probably have. Anyway, so fast forward. Robyn, a stupid ass bitch, she gonna forgive Juan. And then she knew all of that. Y'all, it's just so much. I can't even get it all out. And then she knew about that and just got married to him. Again. She said that's what delayed the wedding, the allegations. Bitch, that should have delayed the wedding indefinitely. I don't know about y'all, but that would have delayed the wedding indefinitely for me too. No. Anyway, so Carlos King may be a messy bottom to some of y'all. But to me, exactly, the reality king is messy, but he be telling the truth. He be telling the truth. So he got on his podcast today, and I put the link below, and basically was trashing all the reality girls. He was trashing Real Housewives of Potomac. Y'all not giving me what I need. And he was totally right. He was like, if that was me and you on my motherfucking show and I can't get the real tea, but you gonna go on your own platform and say, hey, y'all can pay for this true tea after I done did the reunion? Demote this bitch to the dishwasher, or like I said, she could be the office manager and work with Destiny in the backup. I don't know where this bitch gonna go. She could go back to playing football because she looked like an offensive linebacker. She could go back to doing that as far as I'm concerned. But bitch, you gave us all of this fake tea, we don't know anything real about you. We don't even fucking believe you. And we watch the Housewives to see they real true tea. Like, I want to see an opulent lifestyle with real life problems that you go through like all of us. Had she been smart, had Robyn been smart, she could have did the Melody Hope, exposed how Juan was a cheating ass bastard and she was getting through it all, and she would have came out the she-wrote, but she's unlikable and she too manly and we don't like her. And she too far up under Giselle's to think for her own self. Anyway, so basically Carlos King was like, these girls not giving the true tea. That's why reality TV is not giving what it used to give. He was like, compare these people to Real Housewives of Atlanta season 6. Carlos King produced that, and it was arguably one of the best Real Housewives seasons ever in the franchise. Man, I'm telling you, that's when we had Nene, Cynthia, we had all the girls, the old school shade, Portia crying over her divorce. That was a really good season. Like, I don't know about y'all, but I'm on Peacock all the time watching the old episodes, and they give. And what the reason they give so much is because we can identify with them and we know it's true tea. We know this is some real shit that's going on in real time, and we get the raw emotions. The fake shit they got going on at Real Housewives of Potomac, it's late, it's getting tired. I have a feeling Andy is not gonna give us what we need at this reunion. It's already been recorded. Did they talk about Robyn and Midnight? No, because if they did, she wouldn't be trying to charge people to get the tea on Patreon. Anyway, though, whoever paid for Patreon, inbox me, tell me what happened. Tell me what she said. Did she give any new tea? I heard all she said was like, she was just denying it, trying to be, shady about it. I'm over Robyn. She could go. They like created all of these fake storylines. Chris looking at people, the producers, that's not the truth. Fucking the Wendy and Eddie thing, that's not the truth. At the end of the day, y'all are jealous. Y'all are jealous of all of the bitches and all the women, in good relationships, and y'all mad because y'all not. Ashley, she in on it. She mad because Michael Darby, she thought she was gonna have a sugar daddy. She was gonna play him because she was a young hot tender. Meanwhile, you got old and you got knocked up, so now he out with the other hoes. And I heard all of his money was tied up in trust and stuff like that. So all of that money she thought she was getting, we was like, go Ashley, I heard she ain't gonna get all that money. That's why she ain't divorced Michael Darby. And speaking of MD, old ass Michael Darby with his George Washington Carver looking ass. No, listen. Michael Darby, Michael Darby was the truth teller. He get drunk and get a few beers in his system. He told our motherfucking ass a long time ago, just because we saw the sexual assault in him. We didn't want to believe what he was telling us. But he told Ashley a long time ago, Juan ain't gonna marry that bitch. He didn't want to say bitch because he didn't want to be no white man calling a black woman a bitch. But he was like, man, Juan ain't gonna marry that bitch. She was like, why you don't think Juan? He was like, listen to what the fuck I'm telling you, bitch. Juan ain't gonna marry that bitch. We was just fucking mad hoes the other day. And he liked to fuck with niggas like... I wonder if Juan was at the reunion. What do y'all think? Tell me what y'all think about the story. Do y'all think that Robyn should be fired? I think they need to give this bitch her walking papers. Please. Give Giselle her walking papers too, because Giselle ain't got no storyline. What the fuck do Giselle have to talk about? You ain't got no man. You ain't got no fashions. You ain't no wordsmith like Candace, like your reads don't hit. You know what I'm saying? Why are you here? Besides being a pretty face that started drama. We can get that from, we can have Wendy step it up, or Mia. We get that from Mia minus the pretty face. Nah, Mia cool, Mia cool. Mia is not cool. I think Mia was in on it too. That's why she chimed in on the Chris stuff, and she didn't want her little drama to go out. I don't know. Anyway, so Carlos King basically dragged the reality TV girls. He basically was like, hey, Real Housewives of Potomac, y'all are giving trash, which I agree. As a viewer, y'all did us a disservice. Like, basically, y'all bullshitted y'all way through this whole season only for the real tea that we really wanted all throughout the season to come out at the end of the season after y'all done recorded the reunion. And then some linebacker bitch gonna tell us that we gotta subscribe to her Patreon to get the true tea? Girl, I'ma just start watching YouTube series. I heard Chasing Dallas was coming back on. If y'all ain't tuned in to Chasing Dallas and Chasing Atlanta, it's really, really good. They have new production now, even though I love the old production team. Shout out to Ressie G, exactly. But let's see what this new production giving, because I'm gonna review Chasing Dallas. I may touch on Growing Up Hip Hop. I watched it the other day. It was cool. I like TT and Sean because Sean can get it. He's of the Caucasian persuasion, but he is definitely my type. If he wasn't her husband. I'm not Juan's mistress. I ain't one of them type of hosts. Anyway, so that was the tea that was going on today. Carlos King dragged the girls. Martell still salty. Coleslaw ain't gonna be on that goddamn TV screen. We gonna still watch out for Love and Marriage DC, see what the tea is with them. Tell me what y'all think about Love and Marriage DC. Do y'all like it? Do y'all want me to review it? Do y'all like Arena and Little Jamie? And do y'all think that Jamie is wrong for disciplining Little Jamie like that? I heard he was getting a lot of slack online for like being aggressive and trying to fight his son. Did y'all not hear his son calling him a nigga and shit? Little Jamie was being mad disrespectful and in front of other people. I would have slammed his head into the motherfucking wall. I don't know who raised y'all. But when I was growing up, I wish I would talk to my mama like that. But I digress. Anyway, tell me what y'all think about Robyn lying ass and charging people to go on Patreon just for her to tell us, yeah, I be stupid as a motherfucker. I'ma keep accepting one. I think she gay. I think she really like girls. If y'all peep how she was at the strip club, Robyn like girls, child. She don't even want one. She just doing it for the check. So snatch that check up, bravo. Anyway, that's all I got for y'all today. I'll be back with y'all probably tomorrow, just with some random gossip that's going on in the world. And watch out for my new series coming out I may drop it on Saturday, or I may wait till Monday to drop it. It's called We Run the Streets. It's gonna be really, really good. Check it out. Anyway, if y'all new to my channel, make sure y'all subscribe. Make sure y'all like this video and tell me what you think. I'll see y'all next time. Have a good day.